new month, everyone, and I'm so glad and grateful, full of thanksgiving in my heart for this wonderful month. And it's not just a new month, it's the last month in this year, 2021. A lot has happened.
Celebration month.
Yeah. Well, welcome everyone to morning briefing on Astrek TV. I am Dario.
And Nathaniel Ajakaye.
I mean, say it with confidence.
Nathaniel Ajakaye.
Okay, now let's go to what we have for today. Right now, I will be giving you top headlines in Nigerians, major newspapers in Nigeria's newspaper. Okay, I will start with Vanguard. Omicron infects oil. Bonny Light falls to $73 from $85 per barrel. Furore over Ojikalu's visit to Kanu in DSS custody. NGX, federal government expects NNPC limited listing within 1 year, says Sibajo. We're growing NIJ to become efficient finishing school in Mascom, says Oshoba. 60% of overhead expenditure on travel stationary in 3 years not sustainable, says SGF. Illegal sale of seized assets. Malami denies involvement. OK's probe. Zulum presents 267.921 billion naira 2022 appropriation bill to Bonny Assembly. Okay, that's what I'll be taking on Vanguard. I'll be doing Daily Sun right now. 2021 budget. ICPC uncovers 257 phony projects worth 20 billion naira. Buhari furious vows to sanction corrupt public servant. COVID-19 unvaccinated civil servants rush to beat deadline. Omicron reps urge task force NCDC to intensify vigilance. Senate clash over loop-sided army recruitment. Court declares Sanusi's banishment illegal. Alternative youth at daggers drawn over drone cards statement. Editors holds old self-scrutiny town hall meeting in Lagos tomorrow. Lagos government speaks holes in EndSars report. 25th dead. 14 missing in Kanu boat mishap. Buhari will leave Nigeria better than he met it, says Amosun. Well, that's all I'll be taking on Daily Sun. Now, blueprint. EndSars report opened deep wound, says Sanwo-Olu. Invites youth for peace walk. Assures white paper will be out soon. MDA's presenting old project as new ones, says Buhari. FBN webinar, how to enhance Nigerian exports, says stakeholders. Why Nigeria didn't sign OECD minimum corporate tax agreement, says FIRS. Senate probes jailbreaks across Nigeria. Hijab, MSSN wants OAU-THC against causing religious war in Osun. 300,000 children infected with HIV in 2020, according to the report of UNICEF. Smugglers, wealthy Nigerians, major beneficiaries of $4.5 billion subsidies, says Wema Bank. Proposed 5,000 naira payment to poor Nigerians, a big scam, says Kuka. Well, that's all I'll be taking from Blueprint. Now, the Punch. Compulsory vaccination. Workers demand March deadline. Throng centers. Federal government insists on December. 1 hour later for March extension, we get to government today, says ASCSN. We're not contemplating any extension after December 1 deadline, says PSC. Security operatives bar workers without face mask from government building. NDLEA destroys 50 billion naira drugs. Arrest 10,355 traffickers. Lagos rejects panel's casualty figure, says 1 killed in Lekki. Akeredolu orders Ondo nightclubs closure. Alleged Zamfara boys peddling drugs, hawking sex. 40 festival-bound passengers drown as overloaded canoe boats capsize. Mushroom growers seek inclusion in CBN program. $45.3 billion market. Petrol may sell above 340 naira per litre. Marketers plan imports amidst forex crisis. Retirees increased by 27%, collect 890 billion naira from government, private sector. Illegal recruitment, Buhari vows sanction, ICPC indicts Ingige Ministry and others. Well, that's all I will be taking on the Punch. Now, Daily Independent. Lagos rejects panel's report on death of 9 persons. AFG to punish official over illegal recruitment payroll paddling. EFCC arrests Fani Kayode in Lagos, moves him into custody. MTN Nigeria offers 575 million unit shares to public today. Court voids banishment of the post-emir Sanusi, awards 10 million naira to him. Senators at war over alleged lopsided army recruitment. Abiodun presents 351 billion naira, 2022 budget of restoration. Buhari lacks power to release Nnamdi Kanu, says Keyamo. Well, that's all I'll be taking on Daily Independent. Now, Nigerian Tribune. Lagos government white paper picks holes in EndSars panel reports that nine protesters were killed at Lekki as assumption, it said. Accept 11 out of 32 recommendations. Sanwo-Olu calls for harmony, invite fouls, macaroni, Sega link others for peace walk. Macaroni fouls, Sheun Kuti decline invitation. EFCC sues Ondo Speaker over alleged financial impropriety. Nigeria's population projection scary, says federal government. Abiodun presents 550.7 billion naira 2022 budget. Oyetola gets outstanding leader in governance award. Unruly behavior Ogo shot 12 public secondary schools. Bank robbers kill policeman. FRSC's special marshal in Ekiti State. Well, that's all for major news headlines in major newspapers and that we have picked in Nigeria. Right now, we're going to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll discuss, shed more light on the evidence. Welcome back. Okay, Ajakai.
Yes.
What have you been able to cover with?
Yes, from the newspaper, right? Yes. I've been able to capture some things while you were talking about the headlines, reading them. Talking about the Lagos State, white paper, report, and then the prison break and other things.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite unfortunate that this is happening and this is what we are seeing. Looking at the Lagos State, and disagreement with the panel, report, because this is a panel that was constituted by the Lagos State, and then the report coming out from the panel, which was about 309 pages, stating that over 48 persons sustained injuries and been killed, and then other recommendations that they made on what government should do for them. 32
recommendations, but they accepted 11.
Yes. Yes, the state government, that is under the governor, that is Sanwo-Olu, has rejected the panel's report, in the sense that he debunked that the panel report do not, really give true testimony of the account on what happened. And then, they accepted some of the recommendations that were made. I think they accepted about 11 recommendations, 11. Rejected one, and also say that 14 will be sent to the federal government, that it is beyond the state, capacity to take charge of that. And I think they said they will send 14 to the state government, to the federal government. So I think what the state government is saying is that the report or the findings, some of them were not really true. That I think the persons, according to them, they are saying that, is it 9? Not up to that number.
They said 9 were shot dead, yes.
Yes, that is not
Not less than 9.
Not less than 9, yes. So that is not up to the number as reported.
So they said, according to what he said, what I got, he said just one person died
yes,
at that incident at Lekki.
And that some were saying that the report were leaked as at the time of preparing the
and
report.
that the leaked report doesn't tally with the one that
the panel
was
has
submitted.
And then now, so that is it. Anyway, before now, we know that the state government is saying that they still need further report from other states. So with the new development coming from the state government now and the state, the government house now, I think the comparison will be checked and other state report will be checked as well. And then the FG will act upon that, in as much as the situation now is happening within Lagos, where the event took place. So I believe that we will soon get to the end of the whole, story. So,
I just hope justice is served.
No, definitely. It is a situation that if it is not properly handled, it can lead to other, issues. In the sense that it is the civilians that are involved now. In the sense that we are talking about the masses. The masses are concerned about how government ought to, operate, or how government ought to function. And it was the reasons why that, protests came on board. So if at the end of the protest, there are no resolutions, there are no conclusions, I don't think the citizens will be happy with the outcome, in the sense that they came out massively during this protest, and they are expecting that some of these recommendations that were made, the government should look into it. So in as much as the state government, where this event happened, they are coming up to dispute on the panel's report, I believe as time being there will definitely be a solution, or there's going to be a way forward on the two reports. And the federal government will act upon that. Well,
the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, said he's going to be leading a walk for peace to eradicate the healing of the land.
To join him.
Yeah, he called on the youth, and he also called on some stars like Fowls, Shehu Kuti, Macaroni, and some others
too. Security bodies.
Yeah, but they did. No, I know what I want to push out now. I think just. They rejected invite. I mean, yes, they rejected.
That's just exactly what I want to say.
Because they do not agree with
what the state government.
Yes, they do not agree with the white paper that because I just believe they feel that they were present. They knew what was happening at that time. They were the ones on the streets, not the government. The government were not the ones on the street. It was these people that were on the street.
Yes.
These stars went out. They felt the pain of the citizens, and also they are the ones that.
Not that they were not comfortable. They were comfortable by their own lifestyle, but they decided to come out to make sure that their view.
I feel they understand better.
That is what I am saying.
So that's why they rejected the invitation.
Yes, if the government do not make right propositions on these issues, I don't think the citizens will be happy, looking or facing the government. The citizens will not be very happy. So even inviting the youth, which youth are they inviting? Which youth is the state government inviting? If you cannot address the statement that has been put forward by the panel, so there's no point denying some of the recommendations that were made. There's a need for them to look at these recommendations and then find which one or which of those recommendations can be met. You understand? So that to appease the youths or to appease the citizens that were involved or the families that were victims of this, attack. So that is the only way in which you can invite the youth, and they will reliably comes out to participate in the activities.
Well, the Kano State government has been ordered to apologize to the former emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, for banishing him to Awe, Nasarawa State, after his dethronement on March 9, 2020. Since I don't know if you
yes.
saw that.
No, I didn't go through that. But the thing is that on a personal note, there are persons that have put their life on the line for citizens to enjoy. And then such as people like the security body and some of these leaders and, in every angle of life, as a state. So, and it's somebody like Sanusi is somebody who have made impact in the country as far as the country is concerned, and even in his leadership style. So it was not proper the way he was treated. Yes, the way Sanusi was treated was not proper.
Security officers had to come and forcefully take him away.
It wasn't
from
proper. It wasn't proper. So it wasn't proper. They should look at the necessary thing that they should do, what they could do, and then see how they bring him back, because that is not really, it's not really, ideal.
Well, they said
treat a state man,
yes. Well, they said the state government have to apologize, and security operatives, the SSS, IGP, and also they should do it on 2 major national dailies, and also compensate him with 10 million naira.
It doesn't take them anything to do that, because the money is not even the issue. What matters is that the potential that this man has, and the way the man worked, and the way he was treated, are some of the things that are of concern. Yeah. So it is proper. It is proper. Anybody can err, but it is proper that the state look into that issue and see how this man is brought back to the state, because he is a statesman, and a true statesman for that matter, who continue to speak on the ground of truth. You understand? So you should be looking into, and then proper apology and other acceptance should be given to him, and then you should be welcomed back ceremoniously. So that's what I see in that aspect of the Kano State.
Sanusi.
Yes, on Sanusi issue. So I was while we were still going through the news, I still look at the jailbreak, which the National Assembly have summoned the National Assembly have summoned the AGF, that is the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and then they equally summon the Controller General of Nigeria Correctional Center, which is Nambaba. And then equally, they also call on the Minister of Interior, that is Ogbeni Aregbesola, to come and account and determine the incessant, continuous attack on these correctional centers, reasons for all these actions, and the possible way in which we can get out of this. Who are the persons attacking the correctional center? These correctional centers are places which definitely people can go there and learn, because probably they have air. We know that some persons who are in prison, some of them are probably innocent, while some of them are there awaiting trials and other issues, but they are still going there to get one value or the other. So the incessant attack on these centers are also causing death. These things are causing death, so there is a need. So the Senate sat down, and then there was a motion that was moved under the terror attack on 2 communities in Plateau North. So, and then the senator who moved this motion was Stephanos Gian, so who sympathetically moved the motion and called on the state government to look at how these attacks are being carried out in the state. As at last weekend, it led to about the death of over 10 persons in the two villages that this attack took place. That is places like Tenimbe, Irigua land. So another Basa side of the state. So the committee, the motion is calling on the state is calling on the Senate, calling on this set of persons, the AGF, the Controller General, and the Minister of Interior, to provide possible solutions, ways in which this continuous attack can be prevented. So I think some commenting on this, some of the people who spoke on this motion equally said that there are not enough personnel, there are not enough security personnel that could help to protect these facilities from being attacked. So others are still saying that there are no technical equipment.
That's what I'm agree with.
That means you have something to say about that.
That's what I've always said, that it's not as if we do not have enough security personnel in Nigeria. You've got a lot of them. I mean, you don't give them right training. I feel you give them, when you give someone half-baked training, you give them half-baked training, and you do
and bad weapons,
weapons that are not up to standard. I mean, how will they be able to carry out? Okay, fine. Let's say you do not give them half-baked, you give them a very good training, perfect one, and fine, you deploy them to execute their attacks. Now, and the pay they receive is not something to write home about. I mean, it's not encouraging. How do you expect them to carry out, their task?
They might compromise, right?
So I don't think we do not have enough personnel in the security system.
There is a need to look
there's some
at
things that we need to put in place that we have not.
The world is going digital. You understand? The world is going digital, and all these problems can be brought to an end. Even if we cannot have a conclusive end, we can have at least a limit to some of the evil that are happening. Because the world is going digital, that you can have your meal here, you can have your breakfast here in Nigeria, and then you have your lunch in America. Because the world is just moving too fast. So I think it is high time we step up our game. Yes, we step up our game on the security system. Yes. Since nobody is benefiting from what is happening, nobody is happy with the situation of the ICPC attack on even the prison, the prison facilities. You understand? So this shows that there is a need for us to move ahead with the technological know-how that is, coming up. So with this, I believe that if we have, qualified personnel, and then we now have enough technology, apparatus to back some of these things up, definitely.
And you also encourage them with their pay.
Yes, you definitely you have to pay them
because if you do not encourage them with their pay, how do you expect them not to get bribe?
That is.
I mean, we are human beings. Yes. Even if you give them the utmost training in the heavens,
no, that is it. Yes, that is it.
And you do not encourage them.
Yes.
Someone will come and will want to encourage them better than you.
Yes, that is one thing about knowledge.
Make them know that you are all there.
You are valued, and then we are paying you well. So there is a need for you to deliver.
It's not even a must for them to give them the whole world. You don't need to give them the whole world, but let them know that they are valued.
They value them.
I mean,
I
think that's what we lack.
Yes, there are provisions for people
know
who
that they are being valued.
There are provisions for people who are involved in such, parastatals and some of the things that they enjoy as compared to, the West. Some persons enjoy a lot of things. Sometimes when it comes to if it is jam or if it is YFD or if it is jam, the cutoff point given to the families are not the same thing with the ordinary men. So these are some of the things that these people who put their life down for the citizens to live a better life. These are some of the things that the family tend to enjoy, which the FG need to look at this. Because one thing about knowledge is good, but there is a need for it to be checked. You have trained this set of persons, and then they now have the technical know-how. There is a need for you to check them, because when knowledge is not checked, when good knowledge is not checked, people can use it for crime. You understand? Yeah, there is a need for you to check it. So you continue to check it. So how do you check the security personnel that are already on the field? You check them by making sure that there are there are comfortable environment for them to live in. There are comfortable systems for them to operate in order for them to carry out their activities. So, but when these things are not there, they compromise. You understand? So these are some of the issues affecting the state. And I believe with the position of the Senate, and then calling on the Senate to come up with all this technological facility to help enhance the prison system, will definitely give us some result. Because for now there has been so much attack on the prison system. So that simply means that this attack is an attempt to free some of the arrested members.
I mean, how sure are you? How sure are you security personnel in that in the correctional center do not have a link with the prisoners that broke out? I mean, we should also
look at that aspect.
So how sure are you? So that's why I said encourage them, let them know that they are being valued. Because when you know that someone is being valued, I mean, he or she will do all it takes to stand by you and be loyal.
That is where integrity comes in. Yes, integrity matter in the sense that people need to have this moral consciousness to know that there is a need between what is good and what is bad, and the putting the state first desire, the goal of the state first. So by the time people have this moral consciousness, it will be difficult for them, because we know there are prisoners who are richer than, the workers in that, in those field or this correctional center. But yes, definitely it is like that. But what matters is the moral virtue that you have. So this virtue that you know that you are coming to serve the state, so you have to put this integrity, forward. So you don't need to really compromise.
And also, the government should see to improving our correctional center facilities.
Yes.
It's very it's key
in technology.
Yes, they should improve on it.
Technology matters.
Really,
technology matters because the
on
manpower is there, but there is a need to back it up with technology. Because at least when something is about to happen by tomorrow, you should be able to know. So we in our country, we are just good in post activities. When event has happened, there is no preparation ahead of time for event to prevent such event from happening. It is only when you hear a bomb blast or some of these attack. Thank God we are no more hearing a bomb blast. It is only when you hear that event has occurred, that is when you start seeing police, or you start seeing people coming in, the security body coming in. But these are things that can be prevented, because when we have technology that can give signal, you understand, some of these things can be prevented. So that is just it about the correctional.
And I also think that, even aside that, I also think the government should also see to taking care of our prisoners, because it's supposed to be a correctional center, not a condemnation center.
Yes,
I was having an interview on State of the Nation with someone in Florida who is part of the correctional center.
Is he Nigerian?
Yes, it's in Nigeria, but it's in Florida, and that's where it works. Said sometimes when they release some of their inmates,
prisoners.
Yes. Sometimes they say they do not want to go because of the way they treat them in there. That's even the way of living inside the prison is better than outside.
Yes,
they take care of them. They have to have their baths. They feed them also. I'm not saying their feeding system is more than the outside world, though. That's not what I'm saying. But they see to their
welfare.
Yes. But also, what I'm trying to say is that the Nigerian government too should see to the welfare of our prisoners. Take care of them, so that when they come out, they should have learned a lot even in the prison.
Yes. It's true, because I remember there was a time
out and make a difference.
Yeah, there was a time the federal government was making an arrangement to move some of the Nigeria prisoners that are in the West to Nigeria, then move the ones that are for America here in Nigeria, to move them back to Nigeria. But our prisoners there refused. They refused. They said they are not coming, that they don't want to go, that they are not living there, that they prefer the prison in that place than even living in the States here. Not even living in the prison, than even living in Nigeria, as a country. So you see, these are some of the things that when leaders hear.
Because they are humans also. Whether they are in the prison, whether they are in they offended, whether they are being punished or not. They are humans. They're human beings. They have blood.
These are some of the things that should spur leaders up to act, to see how a state can be formidable, can be workable for all the citizens living in that state. Because look at it, when prisoners are refusing to come back to the state, that is an issue. And then I could remember the time Lee Wayne is a musician who has so much tattoo on his body. He's a musician. I remember the time the state informed him that he will be going to prison. Lee Wayne was celebrating that, yes, by the time he goes to prison and come back, he will gain street credibility, that he will be known. So that, yes, he is ready to go to the prison. He was happy. He was rejoicing. That should be around 2018. Yes, something or thereabout. He was celebrating and preparing until it was cancelled, and he became angry. You understand? So these are some of the things.
I think that's a comic relief.
That's comic relief. No, it is true. It is true. It's on paper. It is true. So these are the things that happen. So he was celebrating. I could remember. So these are all the things. So that is the reason. Although I like that, because the Nigeria Correctional Center is working hard, in the sense that is it in Ondo, where I see that some of them will be writing WAEC.
Oh, that's
yes.
Ogun.
In Ogun State. Some of them will be writing WAEC, NECO, sorry. Some of them will be writing NECO, about 21 of them, and some of them have been writing. So I believe that, there is improvement.
Yeah,
there's a gradual improvement. There is learning. So I think there is also payroll that at a point when they discover that your character is okay, they can just tell you, okay, you move out, because so that the prison will not be congested. And so there is still need for more prison so that, they can create a balance, a grant for them so that their welfare can truly be catered for. On sports,
we do not have
sport. I have some. I have few things to talk about.
Your sports.
I have few things to talk about sport. We that see sport with passion and business. So the sport here is that Lionel Messi has been awarded another. He has been given another award. He has emerged as the world best player of the year, winning the Ballon d'Or award. So the 34 years old at the time, he emerged as the world best player, and then some persons congratulated him, although some were saying that although reacting and speaking on that, Cristiano Ronaldo said that he was not concerned about the Ballon d'Or award as a criteria to measure his own credibility. That his major concern is about him winning national award for his club and the country and his country of origin. So and then that talking about the Ballon d'Or award, that he is not worried about that. So and equally a club which is let me say a line white became the England best goal scorer of the World Cup qualifier under the female team. The Lioness won Latvia with 20-0, as if they were the one that transported them to the pitch. So so beating the record of Smith down. So that is the Smith, yes, beating the record of Smith, that is Kelly Smith, who was recorded with 46, top ranking. But now we can see that Ellen White is leading because of the recent, international record which she was able to make. Okay. And her record started in 2010 when she scored 3-0 when her team through her got 3-0. So against Australia. So I think that is the little I will talk about for sports now.
Thank you. Okay, thank you all for staying with us on Morning Briefing at Spheric TV. I am Dayo Olujuwon.
And Nathaniel Ajakaye.
Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification button, so that you can get notified on all that we will be posting, important content that we'll be posting. And do not forget to follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.